Welcome to Reading Wisdom by the author James Lynch and his ever dutiful note taker, Poeartistry. Hello, perceptive readers. This is James Lynch. Welcome again to another episode of Reading Wisdom. I'm actually going to read chapter 1 from that Babylon 5 comments on Bester. You see, the comments that I've been making about Bester for this book, which I've mentioned all the attribution to Babylon 5, the final reckoning, the fate of Bester, all in part 1 of this. You see, all the attribution, all rights reserves goes to, you see, the company producers, the writers, and the writer of this book is actually Gregory Keyes, and it's still based on the outline by Michael Straczynski. Oh boy, I knew I should have took me a sip of fresh coffee that I just made before trying to pronounce his name. Let me go ahead and take a sip. Oh, okay, that's. I think I made it a little bit more stronger. I didn't realize how many scoops I was putting in there, but yeah, it's pretty strong. So I don't know what I might do on this reading. Anyway, I do want to read chapter 1, and I want to remind you that if anyone is really interested, in me reading more of this book, because I read the prologue, and I didn't give a definite date of as if I was going to read the whole book through. It's more like I'm reading it right now because I was doing some thinking on a variety of subjects today, and I even had an expression come to my mind. I know this is going to sound a little bit interesting, or maybe out of left field, but due to the different situations that I've been encountering for some time now, uh, a thought came to my mind that I never, had come in quite this way exactly before. And what was that thought? The thought came to my mind that, boy, I heard of people say often soldier for Christ, but I'm telling you, it seemed like for some individuals now, it turned into being a businessman for Christ. And that's just the thought that, came to my mind. And, there's a lot um, entailed with why I said that, which I won't go into here. But what that line of thinking that I've had all morning, uh, it was a couple other thoughts that came to my mind about where, maybe I need to just take a little break. Here's actually right at lunchtime now, you see, really, in a lot of places. And so, for my lunch, for my break, if you will, I thought I would just read some of chapter 1 from this book. Okay? So here we go. I want to go home, Bester said. I'm tired. He took a sip of the red wine, resisted making a face, and set the crystal flute back on the stand next to his chair. He managed a smile for his host, a narrow faced woman with ebony skin and a barely managed shock of gunmetal hair. Her eyes widened. Mars. Mr. Bester? I don't think. Not Mars. Earth. Earth? Even worse. Mr. Bester, you are wanted on every world and station in human space, and on quite a few beyond. To return to Earth itself would be unexpected, Bester finished. It's how I survive, always doing what no one expects. They've done their best, tried every trick in the book, but I wrote the book. Still, I'm sick of all this. I've never been able to stay on a colony world for more than a year or two. How can I? In a population of hundreds of thousands or thousands, I tend to stand out. But Earth has billions. It's easier to hide in a crowd. Yes, but things are more lax in the colonies too, Mr. Bester. Earth, the risk of getting you there, of forging the necessary papers, of passing you through quarantine, phenomenal. What quarantine? The drought plague is gone. Oh, indeed. And EarthGov has no intention of letting another one slip through, intentionally or accidentally. Traffic to ancient and little known worlds has increased tenfold in the wake of the Excalibur's explorations. Public opinion and a lot of scientists claim it's a disaster just waiting to happen. Fine, so I'll go through a screening. What of it? They'll discover you're a teep. They'll have your DNA, everything they need to identify you. You think all off-world or teeps aren't compared to the tribunal list. I am confident of your ability to manage it. Sophie. Mr. Besser, the risk isn't just to yourself. Oh, that I understand, Sophie. If I'm caught, I doubt I can stop them from finding out whatever they want to. I would never turn in an associate, but they have always, yes. If I'm caught, I doubt very much that I shall stand trial alone. You and I know that everything we did was justified, but in any conflict, the winners have the privilege of writing its history. We did not win, you and I, and history does not look kindly on us. Are you threatening me, Mr. Bester? That isn't very gracious, considering all I've done for you. And as you know, I'm not wanted by the tribunal. Unlike yourself, I didn't commit any acts that can be construed as war crimes. Bester broadened his smile a bit. Ah, truth, he said, taking his glass and studying the play of light in the burgundy fluid, is also relative. Once I was a patriot, an example of everything that was good about the corpse. Now they say I am the most terrible criminal who ever lived, and who better than me to tell them who the other criminals were? After all, I was the evil mastermind. You wouldn't. Sophie, I want to go to Earth. Get me there with a secure identity. Get me through or around this quarantine. I'm asking nicely right now, but as I said, I'm weary and cranky and I'm tired of cheap off-world wine. Once I'm there, I doubt very much that you will see or hear from me ever again. Oh, the occasional postcard, maybe. He thought she would relent there, but she went for another round. I heard you still have the black ships, she said. The ones EarthGov and the corpse couldn't admit existed. What about them? Your information is a little outdated, Bester countered coldly. Then he softened his voice. Sophie, you were a good intern, and I was good to you, wasn't I? Wasn't I there for you when things got tough at Kerf? I'm going to stop right there, perceptive readers. And again, if you want me to continue reading this book, You can check me out at buymeacoffee.com/James Poeartistry. And I will strongly consider you see your input. Take care.